everyone, long time no see. I haven't made a video in probably over a year now, which is kind of ridiculous, well, very ridiculous. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos lately and everybody seems to be doing Vlogmas this year, so I thought why not join in? Might be boring, might be fun. Hopefully it'll get more people, including me, into the Christmas spirit, just in case you're not already, and it'll get me back into making videos and just generally being more fun. I'm going to be filming random bits and bobs that consist of anything Christmassy really, and I'm about to go make some cakes and I'm going to film some of that. Don't know how they'll turn out, but hopefully they'll be edible. I hope they will be because I'm hungry. I'm currently filming on my iPhone, which is why the quality is not at its best. But I'm hoping it's a little bit better than my previous videos, which were filmed on an extremely old digital camera. So hope there's somebody out there watching this. If not, I'm just talking to myself and a camera, which is a bit weird. So yeah, see you all soon. How messy my baking cupboard is. I have this one, and then this one as well. That side's cups and stuff, and that side's all flour and sugar and stuff like that. I have no idea whether to make cakes or biscuits, so I might have to think about this for a while and search some recipes online. So just make sure to reset your scales to 0 once the bowl is on, otherwise you'll end up with cakes that aren't as nice as you hoped for. 100 grams of unsalted butter, but as you can see I don't have enough of that, so I've got to use some salted. So I never realised how hard it was trying to film and do something at the same time. This butter is rock hard and it's been left at room temperature, so it's going to have to go in the microwave for just a little bit. That's nearly at the 100 grams. If you work in something else instead, like pounds or something, I have no idea, then I'm not sure what the converted things are. Like, this is so difficult. Looks like cheese. Oh, imagine eating that much cheese. Well, imagine eating that much butter. Yeah. I'm just using the pantry granulated sugar just because I don't have normal caster sugar and I don't really know what the difference is. I think it's a bit finer, but I always use this and I've never had any troubles. So you're just going to pour this in to the 100 mark, which is just there. So it will now look like a big pile of sugar with a blob of butter at the bottom. So you're going to just start heating the eggs and sugar together. Start it on quite a low setting just so it doesn't fly absolutely everywhere, and gradually build it up to a higher level like I've just done. And it kind of looks like scrambled eggs, which is great, but it will eventually start looking like done. It should look a bit like this. So now you're going to start heating a large egg into the mixture. Now the egg is all beaten into the mixture and it looks pretty much the same. You can't tell that you've put any egg in. If you can, then you haven't beaten it in enough. Into your mixing bowl, you're going to want to serve 275 grams of plain flour just to get rid of any lumps. You're also going to want to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract into your egg and sugar mixture. You're going to want to stir your mixture, flour and vanilla extract. You should have now, after you've stirred the flour and vanilla essence in, is a dough consistency. I had to mix it up with my hands because I found that the fork was not doing absolutely anything, just creating massive lumps of butter with flour stuck to them. So I mixed it with my hands. I also added a sprinkle of cinnamon just because I wanted them to be a little bit more Christmassy. So it's actually took quite a while to get it to this consistency. If it is way too dry, you don't want it sticky or sloppy. It needs to be it's really thick, just like big globs of cement-like mixture, but not quite like cement. Once you have your mixture like this, you're going to want to get a clean surface, sprinkle it all with flour, take half of the dough or all of the dough, depending on how much workspace you have, squeeze it into a bowl, put it on a surface, and then we're going to roll it out and then cut it into shapes. You also want to quickly get a baking tray and get some butter and just rub it all over the surface to grease the pan so that the biscuits don't stick. It's in a bowl, the surface is covered in flour. You don't really need this much flour, but I normally find that when I'm cutting out the cookie shapes and go to lift them up, quite often I struggle and they stick to the surface, but if I use a lot of flour, they come out fine. So just makes my life a little bit easier. Squidge it down and then sprinkle a tiny bit of flour and dust it over, just because it stops the rolling pin sticking to it, and then you're going to roll it out to about 1 centimetre thick. It doesn't really matter if it's a bit under or a bit over. I have a packet of cookie cutters, and I find that once they've actually cut, they turn out to be bigger than you cut them out. So I'd pick a size that's slightly smaller than the size you actually want them. The 2¼ inch cookie cutter, so you just get your cookie cutter, press it down, wiggle it about, lift it up, pop that out, and then pop it onto the baking tray and just keep doing that until you've finished. This is my baking tray now full of biscuits. I have 3, 6, 9, 12 biscuits on there, and you want to leave quite a big gap in between them because they do tend to splay out and all melt into each other otherwise. So you're going to put these in gas mark 5 for about 10 to 15 minutes. Just keep checking on them. They might still feel squidgy, but once you take them out of the oven and they go cool, they do go hard. So don't leave them in for ages until they go really brown because they will taste burnt. And then once you take these out, swap them over, cut some more, put them on until you've used all of your cookie dough. So my biscuits have just come out of the oven, as you can tell. A couple of them are a little bit brown, and I only left them in for about 11 or 12 minutes. Some of them are normal, but the ones around the edge obviously went more brown. But they are so nice. I just tried one and they taste of them really expensive biscuits you can buy. They taste so rich and creamy. Quite sickly, but that's good because then you won't eat them all in one go. You'll just have one at a time. They are so nice, so I'm so glad I chose to make these ones and not cakes. I sat here for absolutely ages talking. Oh, my stupid phone decided not to record any of it. So as you can see, probably I'm sat in bed at the minute. I'm looking a bit worse for wear because my makeup's been on all day and it's now 11:15 at night. I finished making my biscuits a couple of hours ago and then cleaned, washed up, and then sat down and watched I'm a Celebrity get me out of here, which is brilliant. And then what else did I do? That's about it really. I was on my laptop, I've just closed it because the light was really bright on camera. So I was just downloading some songs because me and my mum every single year go out and buy a load of CDs for Christmas, and there's so many songs on them that we don't like, or the different versions of songs which we don't like. So I thought I'll download some songs, make my own CD with songs that we both like so we don't have to skip like every other song, which it's okay, but it's kind of annoying if you're in the middle of something. Say if you're trying to cook and you've got food on your hands, or you're washing up and you've got water on your hands and you're trying to skip on like an electrical device, water and electric, it's not a good mix. No. Tomorrow we're putting the tree up. I wanted to put it up on the 1st of December, but my mum ended up doing a 12-hour shift because we like to do it together. And every single day we haven't been able to because one of us has been busy. So tomorrow my mum's working in the evening until 8 p.m, but she's off in the morning. So in the morning we're going to bring all the Christmas decorations down, tidy up and clean during the day so that we can have a nice Christmassy house at night and decorate and put the tree up and have candles lit and have a glass of wine. So it'll be all festive and nice. So I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, and I can't wait to, well, I'm hoping that we have 3 Christmas trees because we used to, but I'm not sure if last year we threw one of them away. But I want to put a Christmas tree up in my room and then decorate my room all Christmassy. And I bought some Yankee candles as well, like Christmassy ones, so I'm hoping I can do that because Christmas trees and decorations and candles and Christmas biscuits and Christmas films and bubble baths sounds absolutely amazing. So that's my plans for tomorrow. No plans for the day after. Well, yeah, anyway. I'm not 100% sure. As you can tell, I'm probably half asleep. But that's all I've got to say, so I'll see you tomorrow.